There's no anime in the world that will ever replace a Seahawk game for me. I'm a Seahawk fan. I love my Seahawks. Even a Dragon Ball episode, I'd rather watch the Seahawks. I would rather watch the Seahawks over a Dragon Ball episode. Now, with that out of the way, this is why I'm doing the video. I had this idea that I always thought it'd be fun to go through games and predict how the Seahawks are gonna do, and then go back after the season and see how I did. So I'm going to go through the Seahawk 2020 season, and I'm gonna predict each win and loss, going by game. And then at the end of the season, I will go back and watch that video and react to how well I did, or how awful I did. That being said, let's start week 1, September 13th, 2020, Atlanta. Atlanta has been kind of dead since that Super Bowl. They've been okay, but they've never been playoff contention again. And so I'm willing to say Seahawks take week 1 with a dominant win against Atlanta. Game 2, September 20th, 2020 versus New England. So New England doesn't have Tom Brady anymore. However, they still have Belichick. And Belichick, just by himself and his coaching mindset, is a weapon. It doesn't matter who he has on his team. And so I'm willing to say, as much as it hurts me, I think New England walks out of CenturyLink Field with a win. Week 3, September 27th versus Dallas. So I think this really depends if the ball stays on the ground or in the air. Because I think Ezekiel is going to run through the Seahawk defense. As much as it pains me to say it, I don't think the Seahawk defense has what it takes to stop Ezekiel. I hope they prove me wrong, but if it's a ground game, Dallas wins. If it's an air game, Seahawks win. But because I gotta predict all these games, I think Pete Carroll is going to want to run it, and so I give it to Dallas. Week 4, October 4th, 2020 versus Miami. I think Seahawks win that one. Week 5, October 11th, 2020 versus Minnesota. It depends on which Minnesota shows up, but I think the bad Minnesota will show up. And so I am willing to give this to the Seahawks. A bye week. Week 7, October 25th versus Arizona. There's something about Arizona where they always have our number. So I will give this to Arizona. November 1st, 2020 against the San Francisco 49ers. Alright, I know how this goes. Whoever wins the first game of the division rivalry will lose the second. So I'm willing to say San Francisco wins here and loses the second one. November 8th versus Buffalo. I think Seahawks win that one. November 15th versus the LA Rams. That's a division game, and no matter how bad the Rams do, they always give the Seahawks a run for their money. Seahawks versus Arizona round 2. I think Seahawks come back, get the revenge. And take that win. Versus Philadelphia. And it's kind of late into the season at this point. So I think the Philadelphia Eagles will be kind of injured at this point. Like they are a lot of seasons. And so I'm willing to give that to the Seahawks. New York Giants, if the Seahawks can't beat the Giants, well then, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm pretty sure the Seahawks will beat the Giants. New York Jets, I also think the Seahawks will beat the Jets. The Washington football team don't even have a name, and I don't think the players on that team really care, and I don't think they'll have their heart and soul into it, while the Seahawks at this point will be fighting for playoff contention. So I will give that to the Seahawks. LA Rams, round 2, I bet they do something. And I bet LA Rams pull out a win. Very last moment, like an interception, pick 6, and just do something where the Seahawks have to play their heart and soul against San Francisco for the finale. That is finale Russell Wilson, though. Versus finale Garoppolo. And I trust finale Russell versus more than I trust finale Garoppolo. So I will give the finale at Levi Stadium to the Seahawks. Alright. Those were my picks. Those were my guesses. I know this is out of the... This isn't the usual thing I do, but football has been on my brain. And like I say a lot, it's my channel. That's probably why I don't get a lot of views, is because my channel's so spontaneous. But I don't care. Thank you for watching. In the comments below, list your favorite team. Or if you're a Seahawk fan, go ahead and disagree with me. And tell me how you think they're going to win or lose. With that said, thanks for watching. Again, Artifact out.